Yo, what is up, guys, and welcome to a video that is already discussing the fact of Naruto Storm Revolution is balancing and everything else that came with the demo and everything that we've played that I've played personally so far. So I just wanted to say that right now, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution, as far as the demo goes and as far as everything that I just mentioned goes, is not too good. I'm not gonna lie and say that it's the best one ever. I mean, I know that I might need a little bit more practice and I need to wait and see it on practice mode, but that's the whole point of being able to get the demo and try it out and play it. Now, in the demo, we only got ranked matches, which isn't really a bad thing, but we also didn't have a practice mode. All we had was arcade mode, which is you versus three computers, instead of like a full on practice mode to where it's you and a computer. You get to decide what the computer does. You get to decide how it does it, or whether or not you just want it to be a computer in general, and you get to fight this computer for as long as you want to, or you can set up the health to where the health actually depletes and the CPU or you will actually wind up dying, and then the battle will start over, and you can just keep on practicing like that. So it's basically like they threw the demo at us without even prepping for the whole ranked match setup thing they had going for it, so that way they can get feedback. Now I know they're looking for feedback, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do here today. They probably still won't see it, or they probably will see it and they'll probably just ignore it because I'm one person out of the million, like the 2 to 3 million people that buy Naruto video games on day one. So yeah, and I'm really kind of, but about buying it though, because I need to say that about buying it, I'm really kind of leaning towards not getting it for a while because I want to actually see exactly what is gonna happen. Now I know that I said that I will be bringing Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution multiple times to my channel, multiplayer matches against you guys. Some practice things, some showing off Oogie cancels, um, teaching you guys how to play in the competitive scene and all of that good stuff. As far as I'm concerned, because of course I can only know so much about it, but there will always be other people that's gonna like basically do some other type of ish and just learn everything about the damn game like how they did in Storm 3. But I'm hoping that they don't have to actually update this game like how they did in Storm 3 as well, because in Storm 3 it went from being good the first time they took it away some things, like when they took away his Asuma and Pain's kunai stun. That shit was like, at first I was kind of mad, but then I realized like what they had actually done, and they had fucked the game up. After, I mean, once I realized what they had done, I was kind of okay with it. But after full burst, the full burst update, that just destroyed the game's multiplayer for me completely. It was like people were playing a completely different game. Like if you didn't have full burst, it was basically like the fucking characters was doing some other type of ish. Like some characters had harder hit points and stuff. Like it was like basically everyone I was fighting, somehow every character was cutting off like chakra dashing. But when I did it, it never seemed to work. Especially with the fact that I used three characters in particular. Well, our main three characters. That's Danzo, Haku, and I guess you could say my third main would be, well, yeah, my third main is Itachi, but I also play with Naruto a lot if I ever feel like it. So, and Naruto was really the only character for me personally that could actually stop chakra dashing and all of that good stuff. So I'm kind of wondering, did they actually change those things, and is that actually a thing? Because like some of you guys need to let me know, because I felt like that this when they updated it for full burst, Storm 3 for full burst, it was horrible. But if they actually have the game of Storm Revolution changed up when it first comes out, and everybody seems a little bit more balanced, and they actually start showing some videos or discussing that they will change some of the things before the game drops, then I probably go ahead and buy it and check it out first 7 days, first 6 to 7 days. I might go buy it at Walmart so that way I can make sure I can return it. If I don't like it, I'll play it, do a couple of things, try to make sure. I'm sorry that just happened, but try to make sure that I'm getting it to the best of my ability, understanding how I'm playing it, really giving it a chance, playing the practice mode, becoming good. Check out the competitive scene, what's happening there. Like, how are the mechanics and stuff being done? Is it better than what this demo has presented to us? And if it isn't, then I'll go ahead and turn it in, and the Storm Revolution series will be canceled from my channel because I really don't want to be playing a game that really just pisses me off completely. Like, because I know I was winning some of my matches. You're gonna see it when I bring the online demo stuff to you guys, which might start like next Monday or something like that. But um, either next Monday, but it's sometime next week. But like I was saying, like, if I don't like it, I will not be covering it because I don't want to actually have you guys playing this game with me that really, when I've been fucked over so many times in a day, I just start playing like an asshole and just, just going head first, going in, just destroying, trying to destroy. And I really don't want to do that to some of you guys who haven't played the game or who isn't like good at Revolution. I don't want to do that to any of you guys. I want to make sure everyone, when they face me and feature on my channel, they get a fair chance to play. Everybody just enjoy themselves and all of that good type of stuff. And I really hope that Namco Bandai or CC2, whichever one is in the league, to actually tell them, yo, you need to change up such and such characters. You need to make sure that these characters are balanced. Make sure this and that. I really hope that that person with with a minimal amount of feedback, even if like a group of people such as 20 people out of this 1 million, like 2 million plus community, to every game community, tells them like, yo, this and this and this needs to be changed. I hope that person actually takes, like, hears that and actually take action, because if they do not, then this will actually be the last time I actually invest in a Storm game or a Naruto game that is made by CC2, until either they come up with a new formula, or until someone else, of course, actually take the rights and does something different with it. Then I will never play another Storm game again on my channel, because this is the third, no, this is the fourth game. I think the games have just been full of bullshit, and I'm really not trying to. I mean, I love Naruto to death. I mean, no disrespect to Naruto the character, Masashi Kishimoto, or nothing like that to none of the characters. But in the games, as far as the games go, like, there's no reason every form of Naruto and Sasuke can A, stop chakra dashing, B, have priority over ninjutsus, C, like, basically just have the best combo control, and D, have the best ninjutsus in the game. There's no reason why, like, this shit should be happening consistently, especially since they're trying to make this the best one. This should have been the one to where every form of them were actually balanced and on the same type of level as every other character. Now, I know they are main characters and they probably wanted to make them good and better, a little bit better than everyone, and that's fine, but there's no reason you should give Sasuke this. He should be a speedy character. Both of them are speedy characters. Bijumo Naruto and EMS Sasuke, the new EMS form of Sasuke with the dual wielding. There's no reason he should have speed priority, attack priority, and chakra dashing priority, and all of that good stuff. Even dashing is bad against Sasuke and Naruto in this. As far as this demo goes, now I know this demo could have been old. That's why I'm saying as far as this demo goes, because this demo could have been something they've been prepping since like, I would say somewhere around May, or I would say somewhere around April, like somewhere around there. That's where they were actually putting this demo together, and this could have been their combos at that point in time. So they could have actually changed anything about these demos, and it's not ironclad that this is the type of gameplay that we're going to be getting as well. They probably just made the demo this way because of the fact that they wanted to give people more involvement with the new mechanics, but then in the full game, a lot of things are going to be changed. However, I don't truly believe that, because of the fact that if it was going to be changed, like, how far are we from like Storm Revolution? We're like 2 months, and I think 7 days away from the release of this game. I think so, or it's like somewhere around six or something like that, 6 or 7, somewhere around there. That's how far we are away from this game. In 2 months, I don't believe that they're gonna actually take Naruto and Sasuke and all, and even Mecha Naruto, and change their combos up and give them some more better combos to actually fit being able to fight other characters. Moving into mechanics now, we have the guard breaking system, the counter system. Um, well, the guard break system is okay. I like the new guard break with the item thing. That thing is okay, but Cause like more so it's gonna be more like, if you can actually get around, like if you can just jump to the side, you will be fine. But with the new guard break system, it's like they wanted to stop chakra dashing. You can tell that's what they wanted to stop. They wanted to stop this complete BS of like just consistently chakra dashing and just staying on your opponent, staying on top of your opponent. They wanted to give people who didn't know how to reverse that before, they wanted to give them an easier way of doing it. But when they did that, they didn't prep for like what if the people that actually was doing that before try to switch over and do it this way with the counter and everything and let other people come to them. Well, they didn't prep for that. You can tell they didn't prep for that as far as this demo goes because of the fact that like the it doesn't even last long enough when you first activate the counter system, which is RT and X as far as Xbox 360 goes, and you can tell because they don't it doesn't last long enough for them to actually think that this was gonna work. I mean, I know they said before that you're actually gonna have to time it perfectly, but you can't even do it like at a certain point in other characters' combos, such as when other characters dip back, such as Bijamo Naruto. Let's take him for example. When he starts flashing around and start doing all of this stuff, I should be able to at least, if I have the amount of chakra, I should be able to at least do it when he goes up in the air for the first two hits, I think, in his combo, and he goes up in the air before he comes teleporting down and goes side to side. I should be able to do my counter right there. I mean, because I've been trying to do it consistently and see if it works, but it never worked. I know I saw one person playing did it that way, and it worked for them, and it was kind of weird because I was like, okay, we're still getting the whole inconsistency thing that we've been getting since like Storm Generations. Actually, since Storm 2, like the whole Storm series period was actually going through this whole thing about inconsistencies to where it works one time but then this time it doesn't work, and it's kind of builds up more into the whole bullshit factor of the way these games are actually playable and their gameplay mechanics. And another thing I wanted to discuss is like how everything is basically still the same except for the fact that when you guard and try to move, you ninja move now, which is kind of bad because back in Storm 3, I used to try to jump to the side and everything. So now when I press it and I move it, my character just winds up chakra dashing, and then my character just winds up ninja moving, and then when another character chakra dashes at me or an opponent chakra dashes at me, then they just follow me with their chakra dash, which is really bad because it's not even a guard type of, like it's not even built differently from your neutral ninja moving. So it's like, what was the point of putting this in there if I wanted to jump, I could just press. I mean, if I wanted to ninja move, I could just press A, move my controller, and the character would just move. It was kind of a bad idea to actually put that in there. And then there is still the jumping guard system though, which is okay because I actually love the whole jumping guard thing. You know, when you're kind of on the ropes, you can just jump guard, let them come to you, and then counter them that way. And basically, there was already a counter system made in Ultimate Ninja Storm 3, which was the guard, chakra dash, and then you chakra dash back at them. That was the actual counter in there, but it was kind of flawed itself because some characters were actually recover fast enough. So for it to actually have to go on multiple times, or characters that didn't seem like they could do it sometimes as well. It was like a more of a thing that happens and sometimes it don't type of thing, and it was really bad. And I felt like if they would have just made it like that, if they would have just made a counter system like that and they made it ironcladly like that, to where I don't know why I keep on saying ironcladly, but if they made it to where when you try to penetrate through another player's guard, then you bounce off, and then that player has another chance of, has the chance to chakra dash right back at you. That would have been perfect in my opinion, but of course they had to wind up making this whole new counter system, which wound up being pretty bad because you don't even get the effect long enough, and then when you do it, it's like it lasts too long. So it's like basically the trade-off of the chance of you doing it and then getting hit by a Chidori, or the chance of you doing it and then it actually being successful, and now you just basically fucked over the other player. So that's one thing I feel like they need to change as well. Maybe they can make it count for like 2 in-game seconds, or maybe as long as it takes to fill up your chakra bar to actually be able to do your ultimate jutsu. But I had a friend say something that really, really sounded like it would have worked. If you do it, you cannot. I repeat, you cannot use the person that actually got the counter off successfully cannot use their respective type. Like, let's say if I did it and I counter you perfectly, would you want to have to actually sit there while I charge my chakra up literally to an ninjutsu point? I mean, ultimate jutsu point, and then I hit you with the ultimate jutsu? No. I mean, like, it wouldn't have worked that way. Like, let's say I had drive type, and then someone hit me and I got it successfully. You actually think like that thing should last long enough for me to actually charge up my chakra, press YYB, and then press YYYB, and then still get off my counter because that's how long they wanted to make it last. Like, I've been trying to count how many combos does it actually take for that thing to actually go away, and it actually takes like 3 to 4 combos, especially if we're going with Sasuke, who has the most elongated combos in the demo. So it's basically like they messed it up, but like they were going in the right direction. Now, like, I can understand where it was coming from with the whole trying to stop consistent chakra dashing thing, but it didn't wind up working the way they wanted it to work. Basically, what they should do is just let it last longer when you activate it, and then let it be more diminish the amount of time it takes for you to actually recover from it. If they diminish it to probably about 2 in-game seconds or 5 real life seconds, then it would be perfect. I think that would be so perfect. And just take away your respective type when you do it. Like, just leave you with the ninjutsus and the combos, because really that's all you really need to actually come back. Especially if the person has no subs, and then you do it, and then you just like hit them with like multiple combos with the chakra dashing and all of that good stuff, or using the item to prolong your combos, then that's really all you need. Especially with them taking down so much damage from combos, this is not the same thing as in Storm 3, to where if you actually gave them that possibility, then the characters would actually wind up being like, you could actually wind up losing a bar before the character comes back, just with like basically 2 combos and basically prolonging them with the item. That's not the case in Storm Revolution, so they don't have to actually make it that way. I think there's like paranoid of the fact that maybe people are gonna feel like, the whole Storm 3 thing, to where the characters could actually take down another character, a whole bar of another character, with just like a couple combos due to items, because now you can't even jump out and use items like that anymore. You can't jump to the side. Basically now all you get is like the I think you can call it basic neutral move ninja moving, to where like your character will jump forward or something like that, or backwards, or they'll jump to the side, but you have to actually like jump up, like straight up in the air, like press A, stop pressing everything you're pressing and press a couple times till they jump up to actually get the item off. And that's pretty good because they actually balance that whole thing out, I think, because a lot of people don't even do it in a demo, or a lot of people just don't realize that you can do it still. So it actually seems pretty good. I mean, I know a lot of the places that were going with the mechanics, it seemed pretty true, because it seemed pretty good, because when you chakra dash, stop chakra dashing, and then press up on your D-pad and get the like secondary guard break system, to where it's an instant guard break, like, but it lasts as long as a normal guard break, such as if I was consistently chakra dashing and your guard broke. That thing is actually perfect. That thing is it works so well like that, and it's so fucking amazing to use it, because before I couldn't even break anybody's guard. As good as I was, I couldn't break any guards. So having that item was pretty good, and now they're just throwing in this elongated for no reason counter system that they didn't even need. So hopefully they fix that before the game actually comes out. If they do, I hope they drop some details on everything that they do fix. And moving into the characters now, we have Sasuke, who's the most broken in the demo, and he has, of course, these speedy ass combos. And with these combos, it's basically like he can basically overdo everybody else, subdue everybody else, no matter what they are doing, except for probably unless you got the ninjutsu off, and then the ninjutsu actually wound up going through. But if he hits you beforehand, he still takes over, and nobody has invincibility frames while they do their ninjutsu anymore, as far as this demo went. So hopefully with characters, this is what they need to do. With characters, you need to make every character possible of beating every character. That was the problem in Storm 1 through Storm 3. Every character just had these combos. It was like basically you threw combos onto each character, and what you did was you just threw them on there, made them faster or made them slower, or just made them do other type of stuff to where they do 360 hits or something like that, and then you didn't worry about like how will these characters fare against this character. That's character balancing, throwing combos on two characters and then hoping, I mean, like making other people, having to adjust to this character. That's not the way a fighting game actually is supposed to work. You need to put a balance on each character, keep each character fair, give every other character a fair chance of beating this character. Like, let's say I was playing with Fu and somebody was playing with the new Sasuke, because this is perfect, because Fu is actually a pretty balanced character outside of her awakening, because of the fact that her combos are short range and then her ninjutsu cover range. So it's like basically you have either or. You can either do a combo up close or you can do a grab or something like that, because her grab is kind of range as well. But let's say I was playing like that. If I was playing with Fu, the only way I would probably ever get damage off on the new Sasuke would be if I either tried to grab them or use my ninjutsu. I would have to keep my range as Fu. And other than that, the new Sasuke would utterly destroy Fu, because Fu actually needs to be close to even get her combos off. But with Sasuke, it's like it really doesn't even matter because of the fact that he moves so fast. When you catch up to Sasuke, like if you was both doing a combo at the same time, and when you caught up to Sasuke, Sasuke would take priority of those combos almost instantaneously. And that's another bad thing about these new combos for these characters. These combos need to be slowed down. These combos, like Kakashi was the most balanced in the demo. Like Kakashi is the perfect example. The way Kakashi was fighting is pretty good. I would love to see Kakashi stay that way in a new game. I mean, in a full product, because Kakashi was actually pretty well done, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be other characters who just basically take Kakashi and his combos, and you can just counter him so well, and you can just do other stuff with him. And it is actually a pretty, it's gonna seem like a pretty balanced game, besides every form of Naruto, including Mecha Naruto, and every form of Sasuke or incarnation of the two. So basically, that's all they really need to do. If they would have just like Storm 3 and its mechanics and everything, almost everything it had was almost perfect. The only thing that was wrong was no characters were balanced. Like if I'm playing with Kakazu, Kakazu has range, but he also has close range because he does a 360 hit at the beginning of his combo, which actually stops you from being able to do anything against him, even though he has the range priority anyway. So it was kind of bad like that. So I'm hoping that they actually be able to come in and change these characters up a little bit, do a couple things before they actually drop the final product, and just make a better game all the way around. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. I just wanted to make sure that I got this out so that way, because I know they're looking for feedback. That's the only reason why we got multiplayer in the demo. I know they were looking for feedback, so I'm hoping that they can actually come in and see this video and change a couple things up. If you guys agree with some of my opinions, I hope you guys leave a like, favorite, and subscribe for more content like this coming later for later games in this generation and the next generation, because I will be buying a PS4 soon. And thank you guys for tuning in. This is AmaziahTv. Don't forget to do a little A-class gaming, and peace the heck out.